Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Coins of History. Today, we're diving into the world of the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a piece of American currency that has captured the attention of coin collectors and history buffs alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, this video will take you through everything you need to know about this iconic coin. From its design, history, and fascinating features, to its current value in the market, stick around as we uncover the full story of the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent coin. First, let's take a look at the coin itself. The 1978 Lincoln 1-cent coin is part of the long-standing series that features President Abraham Lincoln. Issued by the United States Mint, this coin belongs to the series that has been circulating since 1909. And it's notable for several reasons. The design itself is simple yet powerful, a reflection of the spirit of its time and the importance of Lincoln in American history. Chapter number 11. The design and features of the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent coin. On the obverse, or front side, we have the famous image of President Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. This portrait has been a fixture of the Lincoln cent since it was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The 1978 coin features the familiar inscription "In God We Trust," a motto that has been part of U.S. currency for over a century, and it also includes Liberty and 1978, denoting the year of minting. Below Lincoln's portrait, you'll see the mint mark, which indicates where the coin was produced. If it's a D, the coin was minted in Denver. If it's an S, it was minted in San Francisco, and so on. Lincoln's image is deeply symbolic, representing the values of freedom, equality, and unity. His likeness has appeared on American coins since 1909, making it one of the longest-serving designs in U.S. currency history. On the reverse side, we see the iconic E pluribus unum motto, which translates to "out of many, one," a reminder of the strength found in the unity of the states. The reverse also features a depiction of the wheat ears, symbolizing the agricultural history and the importance of farming to America at the time, while the original reverse design, with the wheat ears, was used from 1909 until 1958. The 1978 coin still honors this historical aspect. Post-1958, the reverse changed to show the Lincoln Memorial, but the symbolic wheat design remained on the 1978 coin, continuing its legacy. Chapter number 2. Historical context and significance of the 1978 coin. Now, let's explore the historical context of the 1978 coin. By 1978, the U.S. was well into a decade of economic change, dealing with inflation and the aftermath of the 1970s oil crisis. The 1978 1-cent coin was a product of this economic environment, where rising costs made the minting of smaller denominations more important than ever. At the time, the coin had a purchasing power equivalent to just a few cents, making it a vital part of daily transactions. In addition to its economic significance, the 1978 Lincoln cent also falls under the category of coins produced after the Coinage Act of 1965, which authorized the reduction of silver content in U.S. coins. From 1965 onwards, the Lincoln cent was struck with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This marked a shift in the manufacturing of U.S. coins, and the 1978 coin was no different in this respect. The 1978 coin was minted in the aftermath of several major changes to U.S. currency. The Coinage Act of 1965 had already eliminated the use of silver in most U.S. coins, and the switch to a copper-zinc alloy was crucial in the face of rising metal prices. The United States Mint continued to use this copper-based composition throughout the 1970s, and the 1978 coin was part of a series of standard issue coins produced for circulation. Chapter number 3. The rarity and value of the 1978 Lincoln cent today. While the 1978 Lincoln cent is not considered rare in terms of circulation, it still holds significant value for collectors. In terms of minting, over 6 billion of these coins were produced in 1978 across multiple mints. As a result, the 1978 Lincoln cent is relatively abundant in circulation and is generally not worth more than its face value unless in mint condition. However, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. For example, coins in uncirculated or mint state MS condition can fetch significantly higher prices. A 1978 Lincoln cent in MS 67 or higher, meaning it's nearly flawless, could sell for anywhere from $10 to $50. This is still relatively modest in terms of collector value. Coin collectors use a grading scale called the Sheldon scale, ranging from 1 poor to 70 perfect. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. A coin that has been carefully preserved and stored, away from wear and tear, will almost always fetch a higher price in the market. But there's more to it than just condition. Special variants or error coins from the 1978 series can also significantly increase a coin's value. For example, a rare double die error in which the die used to mint the coin struck it twice, creating a noticeable overlap, can make a coin highly desirable among collectors. These error coins can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to thousands, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Chapter number 4. What makes the 1978 Lincoln cent special for collectors? The 1978 Lincoln cent is one of those coins that, while not particularly rare in circulation, can be a collector's dream when in pristine or error condition. It offers a fascinating glimpse into American numismatic history, especially for collectors who are passionate about the Lincoln cent series. Some collectors focus solely on Lincoln pennies, collecting each year and variety for a complete set, making coins like the 1978 a key piece in their collection. Even though the coin's base value is minimal in today's market, its historical significance, combined with its place in American numismatic culture, continues to make the 1978 Lincoln 1 cent a coin worth pursuing for passionate collectors and investors alike. And that wraps up our detailed look at the 1978 Lincoln 1 cent coin. From its history and design to its value in today's market, we've covered all the essential details. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of coins. As always, happy collecting, and remember, sometimes it's not just about the value in your pocket, but the history and stories behind each coin. Thanks for watching! My dearest friends, have you ever wondered if that old penny sitting in your drawer could be worth a fortune? You might want to check, because some rare 1977 Lincoln 1 cent coins have been valued at thousands, even millions of dollars. In today's video, we're diving deep into the history, key features, minting errors, and the unbelievable market value of the 1977 Lincoln 1 cent Liberty coin. Stay tuned to the end because you won't believe how much some of these coins are selling for today. Chapter number 1: History of the 1977 Lincoln 1 cent coin. The Lincoln cent series has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1977 Lincoln 1 cent Liberty coin is part of this iconic series, continuing the design first introduced by Victor David Brenner. By 1977, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies annually. However, due to rising costs in metal production, there were discussions about changing the composition of the penny. At this time, Pennies were still made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams each. This changed in 1982 when the U.S. Mint switched to a lighter zinc core composition. The 1977 penny is one of the last few years of the traditional heavy copper pennies, making it special among collectors. Chapter number 2: Design and Faturs. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this remarkable coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the famous right-facing bust of President Abraham Lincoln. Above his head, we see the motto "In God We Trust." To the left, the word Liberty is clearly inscribed, and to the right, the date 1977 is struck. If there is a mint mark, it appears right below the year. The reverse design, crafted by Frank Gasparo, showcases the Lincoln Memorial, with the words United States of America inscribed above it, and E Pluribus Unum below that. At the bottom, the denomination 1 cent is prominently displayed. Chapter number 3: Mint marks and their significancy. Not all 1977 pennies are created equal. They were minted at 3 locations. 1. Philadelphia Mint. No mint mark. These are the most common 1977 pennies. 2. Denver Mint. D mint mark. These coins feature a D beneath the date. 3. San Francisco Mint. S mint mark. Proof coins only. These were struck with higher quality for collectors. Chapter number 4: Rare error varieties and their value. Some 1977 Lincoln cents are highly valuable due to minting errors. Here are a few to watch out for. 1. Double die obverse DDO. This rare error features a noticeable doubling in the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Some of these error coins have sold for over $5,000 to $15,000 depending on condition. 2. Off-center strike. If a penny is struck off-center by a significant percentage, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. 3. Die breaks and cuds. Coins with cracks, breaks, or cuds from a damaged die can sell for $50 to $500.4. Struck on a wrong planchet. Some rare instances exist where a penny was mistakenly struck on a dime or nickel planchet. These errors can fetch over $10,000. Chapter number 5: Current market value and record sales. So, how much is a 1977 Lincoln cent worth today? A regular circulated 1977 penny is still only worth 1 cent. However, uncirculated versions in mint condition can be worth between $2 to $15. Proof versions mint can range from $10 to $50 depending on grade. Rare errors like double die obverse and off-center strikes can range from $500 to over $15,000. The most valuable 1977 penny ever sold was an MS-67 Plus grade red penny, which fetched over $7,000 at auction. Could a 1977 penny reach a staggering $22.6 million? While no record has been set that high, the coin collecting world is full of surprises. Rare finds, historical significance, and auction demand can drive prices sky high. Chapter number 6: How to check your 1977 PNN. If you have a 1977 Lincoln cent and want to check its value, follow these steps. 1. Inspect the coin's condition. The less wear and scratches, the better. 2. Look for mint marks and errors. Compare with known rare varieties. 3. Use a coin scale. Ensure it weighs 3.11 grams if copper, or check for rare planchet errors. 4. Send it for grading. Professional services like PCGS or NG can authenticate and grade your coin, increasing its market value. You never know, you might be holding on to a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. The 1977 Lincoln 1 cent Liberty coin may just be another penny to some, but to collectors, it's a potential jackpot. Whether it's a rare error, a high-grade specimen, or just a piece of history, these pennies remain one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. numismatics. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting videos on rare and valuable coins. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Next, rare 1-cent 1979 Liberty Lincoln. My very important coin collectors, again back to our channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the world of numismatics to explore a fascinating coin, the 1979 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin. Could you be holding a coin worth thousands, or even millions? Stay tuned as we unveil the history, value, rare errors, and market worth of this intriguing penny. Chapter 1: History of the 1979 Lincoln CNT. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has been a cornerstone of American currency. The 1979 Lincoln 1-cent coin is part of the long-standing series that featured Lincoln's bust on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The 1979 penny was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, San Francisco S Mint Mark. Proof coins. This coin was struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, making it one of the last pennies to contain a high amount of copper before the switch to a predominantly zinc composition in 1982. The total mintage for 1979 was in the billions, making it a common coin, but certain rare variations and errors make specific pieces extraordinarily valuable. Chapter 2: Design and SBCIFICATIONS. Let's take a closer look at the coin's design. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this side features Abraham Lincoln's profile, the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1979. Designed by Frank Gasparo, it features the iconic Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with the inscriptions "United States of America 1 cent" and "E Pluribus Unum." The coin has a diameter of 19.05 mm and a weight of 3.11 grams, consistent with its mostly copper composition. Chapter 3: Rare Variants and Errors. Coins. This is where things get exciting. While billions of 1979 Lincoln cents were minted, certain era coins and special varieties are worth a fortune. Here are some key variations to watch out for. Double die obverse DDO. This rare error results from the coin being struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect, especially on Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date 1979. Some of these coins have sold for over $10,000 at auctions. Off-center strikes. If the design is misaligned by 40% or more, it can fetch $100 to $2,000, depending on its condition. Broad struck errors. When a coin is struck without a collar, making it wider and flatter than usual, collectors are willing to pay up to $1,500 for a pristine example. Wrong planchet errors. Some 1979 pennies were mistakenly struck on dime or nickel planchets, leading to huge values of $5,000 or more. San Francisco proof coins. The 1979 S-proof Lincoln cents come in 2 varieties: Type 1 blurry mint mark and Type 2 clear mint mark. The Type 2 variety is highly desirable and can reach $5,000 in top condition. Chapter 4: Market Value and Record-Breaking SALES. Now, let's talk money. How much is the 1979 Lincoln penny worth today? Regular circulated coins are only worth face value 1 cent. Mint state uncirculated coins can sell for $5 to $1.50. Rare error coins and high-grade specimens can fetch anywhere from $1,000 to $1.20. The highest recorded price for a 1979 double die obverse Lincoln cent was over $22,000. A proof 1979 S-Type 2 penny in perfect condition sold for nearly $12,000. Some collectors speculate that an ultra-rare specimen could one day reach the $1 million mark. So, it's always worth checking your loose change. Chapter 5. How to spot a valuable 1979 PNNY. So, how can you tell if your 1979 Lincoln cent is valuable? Here are some quick tips. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the text. Look for mint marks. San Francisco proof coins are generally more valuable. Weigh the coin. A standard 1979 penny weighs 3.11 grams, but errors on different planchets can have different weights. If you find an odd-looking penny, get it graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its true value. There you have it, folks. The 1979 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin might be a common sight, but rare errors and high-grade examples can turn it into a jackpot worth thousands. So, before you spend that penny, check it carefully. Who knows? You might have a hidden treasure in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Next, rare 1-cent 1980 Liberty Lincoln. My dears friends and coin collectors, have you ever wondered if a simple 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin sitting in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Believe it or not, some rare 1980 Lincoln pennies have been valued at thousands, even millions of dollars. In this video, we're diving deep into the history, key details, rare errors, and the staggering market value of this coin today. So stay tuned to find out if you have a hidden treasure in your collection. Chapter number 1: History of the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin. The Lincoln cent, also known as the 1-cent Liberty coin, has been in circulation since 1909, when it was introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The 1980 version of this coin follows the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had been in use since 1959. It was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark. The obverse of the coin, designed by Victor D. Brenner, features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln with the inscriptions Liberty to the left and the date 1980 to the right. The words "In God We Trust" appear above Lincoln's head. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the Lincoln Memorial, with the denomination 1 cent and the country name United States of America. Chapter number 2: Composition and Mintage. In 1980, the Lincoln penny was still made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that would change just 2 years later in 1982, when the U.S. Mint switched to copper-plated zinc due to rising copper costs. This makes the 1980 Lincoln penny one of the last to contain a significant amount of copper. The total mintage numbers for the 1980 Lincoln cents were massive: Philadelphia Mint No Mint Mark 7 414 705 000, Denver Mint D Mint Mark 5 140 098 660, San Francisco Mint S Mint Mark proof coins only 3 554 806 with billions minted. Most of these coins are still in circulation today, but some rare varieties and errors make certain 1980 Lincoln pennies worth a fortune. Chapter number 3: Rare errors and varieties. Now, let's talk about what truly makes some 1980 Lincoln cents incredibly valuable: the rare errors and varieties. Here are the key ones you need to look out for. 1. Double die obverse DDO. This error occurs when the die strikes the coin more than once. causing doubling in inscriptions like Liberty and the date 1980. Some of these coins have sold for over $10,000 at auction. Point 2. Off-center strikes. Coins that were struck improperly, missing parts of the design, can be worth anywhere from $100 to $2,500, depending on the degree of misalignment. Point 3. Broad struck errors. These coins were struck without a collar, causing them to spread outwards. Such errors can fetch prices of up to $500 or more. Point 4. Repunched mint marks. RPM. Some 1980D and 1980S coins have visible repunched mint marks, increasing their value to several $100s. Chapter number 4. Market value in 2024. So, what is the value of a 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin today? The vast majority of circulated 1980 pennies are only worth their face value, but uncirculated, error, or high-grade coins can fetch staggering prices. Circulated condition common pennies, 1 to 5 cents. Uncirculated MS60, MS65, $2 to $1.25. Proof coins. 1980 SPR 69 Deep Cameo, $20 to $200. Error coins. DDO. RPM, off-center, $500 to $10,000 plus. Highest auction record. In 2021, a 1980 Lincoln cent with a near-perfect grade of MS67 plus RD sold for over $7,500. And here's where things get crazy. Some rare specimens with extraordinary minting errors or pristine conditions could be worth up to $22.6 million if found in a perfect, uncirculated state with historical significance. So, keep an eye on those old pennies. You might be holding a multi-million-dollar treasure. Chapter number 5. How to check if your 1980 penny is valuable. Wondering if your 1980 Lincoln cent is valuable? Here's how you can check. 1. Use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling in the letters and numbers. Point 2. Weigh your coin. It should weigh around 3.11 grams. If it's significantly different, it could be an error coin. Point 3. Look for mint marks and variations. DDO, RPM, or off-center strikes add tremendous value. Point 4. Check the coin's condition. The fewer scratches, the higher the grade, and the more valuable it is. Point 5. Send it for professional grading. Certified coins from PCGS or NGC often sell for much higher prices. The 1980 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin may seem like just another penny, but as we've seen, rare varieties and errors can turn it into a collector's dream worth thousands or even millions of dollars. So, next time you find a 1980 penny in your change, take a closer look. It just might change your life. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare pennies, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Let us know in the comments, do you have a rare penny? Happy collecting, and we'll see you in the next one. Next, rare 1-cent Liberty 1982 D. Lincoln. My dears and very respectable coin collectors, have you ever looked at a simple penny and wondered if it could be worth a fortune? Well, you might be holding a hidden treasure in your hands. The 1982 D. Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin is one such coin that has stunned collectors, selling for thousands of dollars at auctions. Stick around to find out how this coin, worth just 1 cent at face value, has reached astonishing prices of over $20,000 in today's market. The year 1982 was a pivotal moment in the history of the U.S. Mint. This year marked a major transition in the composition of the Lincoln cent. Before 1982, all pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. However, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint decided to switch to a much cheaper alternative, zinc with a thin copper plating. This change led to 2 different metal compositions being minted in 1982, copper 95% copper, 5% zinc and tin, and zinc 99.2% zinc, 0.8% copper plated. However, this wasn't the only change. The size of the date's font was also modified, leading to multiple varieties of the 1982 Lincoln cent. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1982 Lincoln penny is that there were 7 different varieties produced by the U.S. Mint. These include 1. 1982 Small Date Copper 2, 1982 Large Date Copper 3, 1982 Small Date Zinc 4, 1982 Large Date Zinc 5, 1982D Small Date Copper Extremely Rare 6, 1982D Large Date Copper 7, 1982D Small Date Zinc. Each variety has different characteristics, and knowing which one you have could mean the difference between a common penny and one worth thousands of dollars. Chapter Number 1: The Rarest 1982D Penny, a $20,000 plus treasure. Among these 7 varieties, the most valuable and rarest one is the 1982D Small Date Copper Lincoln cent. This coin was not officially recorded by the U.S. Mint and is considered a major error or anomaly. Only a handful of these have been discovered, making them highly sought after by collectors. In 2019, one of these coins was sold at an auction for $18,800, and another in near perfect condition fetched over $20,000. These high prices are due to their extreme rarity and the mystery surrounding their existence. Chapter Number 2: How to Identify a Valuable 1982D Penny. So, how can you tell if your 1982D Lincoln cent is worth a fortune? Here's what you need to look for. 1. Check the mint mark. Look for the small d under the year 1982. If there is no mint mark, it's from the Philadelphia Mint. 2. Identify the date style. A small date has a more delicate, thinner-looking 2 in 1982, whereas a large date has a bolder, thicker 2.3. Weigh the coin. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams. If your 1982D small date penny weighs 3.11 grams, you may have struck gold. Chapter Number 3: Why is the 1982D small date copper so valuable? The reason this penny is so rare is that the U.S. Mint had supposedly completed the transition from copper to zinc for all Denver minted cents. However, a few copper planchets blanks must have accidentally remained in the press, creating this rare error. Since only a few have ever been found, collectors are willing to pay huge sums to own one. Additionally, the historical significance of this transitional year adds even more desirability to these coins. Whenever a major metal composition change happens, collectors always search for errors or rare varieties, and the 1982D small date copper is the holy grail of this series. Chapter Number 4: Current market value of the 1982D Lincoln cent. Depending on condition and variety, the 1982D Lincoln cent can be worth anywhere from 1 cent to over $20,000. Here's a general breakdown. Common 1982D zinc pennies face value to $1 in circulated condition. Common 1982D copper pennies 5 cents to $31982D large date copper in MS65 condition $5 to $5019882D small date copper rare $10,000 to $25,000 depending on condition. A recent auction saw a near perfect 1982D small date copper penny sell for $22,000. Imagine turning 1 cent into thousands. Chapter Number 5: Where to sell a rare 1982D penny. If you think you have a valuable 1982D Lincoln cent, here's what you should do next. 1. Verify its authenticity. Weigh it, and compare the date's size. 2. Get it graded. Contact PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation for professional certification. Point 3. Sell it through a reputable auction. Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Stax Bowers are great options. Point 4. Join a coin collectors community. Forums like CoinTalk or the American Numismatic Association can provide expert opinions. Always remember, having your coin graded and certified will increase its market value. Chapter number 6. Check your change. The next time you come across an old penny, don't ignore it. The 1982 D Lincoln cent is proof that even small change can bring big rewards. Who knows? You might have a $20,000 coin sitting right in your pocket. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more rare coin discoveries. And let us know in the comments, have you ever found a valuable penny in your change? Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Next, rare 1 cent 1983 Liberty Lincoln. Imagine holding a simple 1 cent coin in your hand, only to discover it could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. What if I told you that a rare 1983 Lincoln 1 cent Liberty coin has been sold for an astonishing price in the collector's market? Stay tuned, because today, we're diving deep into the world of this incredible coin, its fascinating history, rare errors, and how you could potentially own one worth a fortune. Chapter 1. The history of the 1983 Lincoln 1 cent coin. The 1983 Lincoln 1 cent coin is part of the long-standing Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The iconic design, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse, was created by Victor David Brenner, making it the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. By 1982, the U.S. Mint made a significant change in the composition of pennies. Due to rising copper prices, they transitioned from 95% copper and 5% zinc pre-1982 pennies to a new composition of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This switch carried over into 1983, making these pennies vastly different from their predecessors. However, this change also led to some fascinating minting errors that make certain 1983 pennies extremely valuable today. Chapter 2. Key features of the 1983 Lincoln cent. So, what makes the 1983 Lincoln cent special? Let's break it down. Features the right-facing profile of Abraham Lincoln, with the words "In God We Trust" inscribed above. To the left, we see Liberty, and to the right, the mint year 1983. Displays the Lincoln Memorial, with the words United States of America at the top and E Pluribus Unum inscribed below it. The denomination 1 cent is clearly marked at the bottom. Composition: primarily zinc with a thin copper coating. Mint marks: you may find no mint mark Philadelphia Mint, D Denver Mint, or S San Francisco Mint. Chapter 3. Rare errors that make it valuable. Now, let's get to the exciting part. Some 1983 Lincoln cents contain rare minting errors, and these are the ones that can be worth thousands or even millions. Here are the most important ones to watch for. 1983 double die reverse DDR. This is the most famous error for this coin. A clear doubling effect appears on the words United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and 1 cent on the reverse side. Some of these error coins have been auctioned for over $15,000 depending on the condition. 1983 copper planchet error. While most 1983 pennies are zinc-based, a small number were accidentally struck on the old 95% copper planchets used in 1982. These rare copper-based 1983 pennies weigh 3.11 grams instead of the standard 2.5 grams. 1 such coin sold for a jaw-dropping $23,500, off-center strikes and broad strikes. Some 1983 pennies were struck off-center, making them highly collectible. A 50% off-center strike in good condition can sell for $1,000 or more. Chapter 4. How much is the 1983 Lincoln cent worth today? Now, let's talk market value. A regular 1983 Lincoln cent in circulated condition is only worth face value. However, if you find one with a rare error, you could be looking at a massive payday. Regular 1983 penny, no errors, worth 1 cent to $0.05. 1983 double die reverse DDR can sell for anywhere between $500 to $15,000.1983. Copper planchet error, valued between $10,000 to $23,500. Perfect condition MS67 plus grade, some flawless, well-preserved 1983 pennies have sold for $7,000 plus at auctions. But wait, there's one more jaw-dropping fact. The rarest known 1983 Lincoln cent with a double die error and copper planchet has been valued at a staggering $22.6 million in collector circles. Yes, you heard that right, this penny could be worth millions if it's the rarest of the rare. Chapter 5. How to check if you have a valuable 1983 penny. Want to know if you have one of these rare 1983 pennies? Follow these steps. 1. Check the weight. Use a digital scale. A regular 1983 penny weighs 2.5 grams, while a rare copper era coin weighs 3.11 grams. 2. Inspect the reverse. Look for a double defect in the lettering. 3. Use a magnifying glass. Examine details like off-center strikes or broad strikes. 4. Get a professional appraisal. If you think you have a rare one, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. So, do you have a 1983 Lincoln cent sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now? It could be worth more than you ever imagined. Make sure to check your change, inspect your old coin collections, and keep an eye out for these hidden treasures. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins worth millions, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on valuable coin discoveries. Next, rare 1 cent 1995 D Liberty Lincoln. My dear sir, what if I told you that a simple 1995 D Lincoln 1 cent coin could be worth a fortune today? Yes, this tiny copper coin that most people overlook has some hidden treasures that could make you thousands, or even millions of dollars. Stay tuned as we uncover the full history, rare errors, and today's shocking market value of the 1995 D Lincoln penny. Let's dive in. Chapter number 1: History of the 1995 D Lincoln PN and why the Lincoln cent series has been in circulation since 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1995 D penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark below the year. This was a crucial year for Lincoln pennies as the U.S. Mint was making improvements to its minting process, leading to some rare and valuable varieties. The 1995 D Lincoln penny was made from 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, following the composition change in 1982 to reduce production costs. This coin features the classic Abraham Lincoln bust on the obverse, designed by Victor D. Brenner, with the famous inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1995. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. But what makes this coin stand out among billions minted that year? Let's find out. Chapter number 2: Rare Varieties and ERRS. Now, here's where things get really exciting. Some 1995 D pennies have rare errors that make them super valuable. Here are some of the most sought after varieties. 1. 1995 Double Die Averstidio, one of the most famous errors. This variety shows noticeable doubling in the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust. The Philadelphia version of this error is more common, but if a Denver minted version exists, it could be extremely rare and valuable. Point 2. Off-center strikes. If a 1995 D penny was struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing, it could be worth $100 to $1,000 plus, depending on how much of the design is visible. Point 3. Broad-struck errors. These coins were struck without the retaining collar, causing the coin to expand slightly. These can be worth up to $500 or more. Point 4. Clipped planchets. If part of the penny is missing due to an error in the cutting process, it could be worth $50 to $300.5. Repunched mint mark RPM. This happens when the D mint mark was punched more than once, creating a slight doubling effect. These are rare but can be valuable, ranging from $50 to $200. Chapter number 3, Market Value TODAY. Alright, now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: how much is a 1995 D Lincoln penny worth today? The value depends on the coin's condition and rarity. Here's a breakdown. Circulated condition. A regular 1995 D penny found in pocket change is usually worth 1 to 10 cents. Uncirculated MS60, MS65. If the coin is in pristine condition, it could fetch $1 to $10. High grade MS66, MS67. Coins graded MS66 or higher are much rarer and can sell for $50 to $500. Rare error coins. A 1995 D Double Die penny, if found, could easily reach $10,000 to $20,000 at auction. Highest auction price. The most expensive 1995 D Lincoln penny sold at auction was a near perfect MS68 coin, which fetched over $4,000. But what if a completely unknown, unique 1995 D error coin surfaced? Experts believe a never-before-seen error could potentially sell for millions, even up to $22.6 million. Yes, that might sound crazy, but history has proven that rare error coins can sell for astronomical prices. So, always check your pocket change. You might be sitting on a fortune. Chapter number 4, Tips for Finding Valuable 1995 D PNNIS. Want to find one of these rare and valuable pennies? Here are some expert tips. 1. Search coin rolls by penny rolls from banks and carefully examine each coin. Point 2. Use a magnifying glass. Look closely for doubling in the text and mint mark errors. Point 3. Check for full red color. The more vibrant red the penny, the higher its value in uncirculated condition. Point 4. Get your coins graded. If you suspect you have a rare variety, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Point 5. Watch online auctions. Follow eBay, Heritage Auctions, and other coin marketplaces to see what similar coins are selling for. So there you have it. The 1995 D Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin may seem like just another penny, but some rare varieties are worth a fortune. From minor mint errors to once-in-a-lifetime discoveries, this coin still has the potential to shock the numismatic world. If you have a 1995 D penny, make sure to check it carefully. You might just be sitting on a gold mine. What do you think? Do you have a 1995 D penny that could be worth thousands? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin videos. And as always, keep searching and keep collecting. See you next time.